Well, hello there, Libra. It is so good to see you. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we're doing your mid-January reading. This is good from now until about mid-February. So we'll take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for more details. All right, so let's start off with your animal spirit card. Let's see what we have here. Panther spirit, reclaim your power. Okay, I love that. I feel like there's a sense that maybe you may have felt wobbly. That's the energy I'm getting. A little bit wobbly for a while. Like your legs were made of spaghetti. It's that type of energy. Feeling like you're walking, but you're not walking with power. You're not walking with confidence, So it's kind of an energy. It's also the number 44. Fours are about building things, stability, building financial security for yourself, just a sense of bringing more stability in your life. And the narrow pathway, tread thoughtfully. Yeah. It's about taking back your power. I feel like for some time you may feel like you didn't have a lot of options. The narrow pathway is about, there's not a lot of options. I'm just walking. And it's kind of interesting because this is a bridge that's kind of like up in the air. I don't know if you've ever walked on one of those. I did. And it's really wobbly. It's like, you're kind of swaying and somebody gets on there and then they start jumping on it and all of that. I feel like you have been feeling for some time that you're just wobbly, and you're walking on the path, but you're not making a lot of progress. There's no traction, it's, just really slow going. So let's take a look here. We're going to take a look at your present energy, and then we're going to take a look at your area of resistance or obstacle, and then finally advice from spirit about how to move on. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's a good, embrace your life purpose is on the bottom. The embrace your life purpose is really kind of getting back to why you think you're here. What are you meant to do? What special gifts, talents, creative abilities do you have that you are, wanting or being asked to share with others in a very healing energy? Yeah, this is beautiful. I feel like, you feel lost right now, not really sure, perhaps, maybe what your purpose is, trying to figure that out, perhaps journaling. You see how she's writing there, journaling, talking, there's a cat there and then a butterfly, kind of like talking to your animal spirits. You could be even, talking to like a life coach or somebody that's helping to guide you. It's once again this energy of, I don't know where I'm really going. I'm just kind of on this path, and wobbly. I'm not in my power. And that's what you're seeking. I want to get back in my power. I want to make decisions. I want to move forward. It's, wanting to find the strength and the courage to co-create with spirit. Tapping in, and then you have new life underneath. I feel like you have a new path coming up, but you don't quite see it at this time. It's almost a sense of searching. So let's see what we have here. We have the Knight of Wands, observer, be a light to others. You have a powerful message to share. Share your light on the world so that others can learn from you. Yeah. There with this observer, I feel like you kind of have been perhaps feeling like you're observing life instead of actually having choices, and making powerful choices about where you want to go. It's almost this energy of, I'm just observing light, but realizing you do have a light, you have spiritual gifts, you have creative abilities. There's wisdom that you have gained on this path, even though you may feel like I'm not getting anywhere fast. There's a lot of wisdom that you have gained. It's time to start sharing them. It's almost this energy of, it's time to take action, right? How can I take action? What is my story? What are my gifts? How do I share those with others? What's the modality that you love to share information. Say you were going to share, say you know a lot about, I don't know, they're saying basketball. Say you know a lot about basketball, right? And you wanted to share that information, teach others about basketball. What would be your favorite way to do that? Would it be to write something, create some kind of a cartoon comic book about how to play basketball? Would it be making a video? Would it, be, creating a slideshow or something like that, a YouTube video? And it's not about asking yourself, how's the best way to get that information out to others? It's about what gifts do I have? What are my favorite ways of sharing information? And then coming from that viewpoint, getting more into your heart space about understanding that you have a special way of connecting with others. It may not be the traditional way that people connect with others, okay? So sure, if you were going to teach about basketball, maybe, okay, a video would be the traditional way, the most helpful way. You may be thinking that, but maybe you're really good at cartoons, drawing cartoons, and you're making a comic book or an animation, some type of an animated video. Then it's kind of like, okay, your audience is going to connect to you because of the gifts that you have. Instead of trying to figure out, it's really kind of an interesting message, Libra, because it's kind of like, instead of trying to figure out the best modality for those that you're trying to reach, it's about understanding the people that you are truly going to reach are the ones that connect with the same modality that you share with others, that you enjoy sharing. Yeah, it's about, see, here we have, this is what we have. We have the Hierophant, tradition, right? The traditional ways. And then we have what is near and dear to your heart. And then we have the Two of Swords in the middle. It's kind of like you're trying to decide, do I do the traditional route, whatever that is? This could be a traditional marriage. This could be a traditional job. This could be traditional learning, right? Or do I go in the direction that is really, destined for me, that is near and dear to my heart? You're making that decision. And that's why I feel like there's not a lot of options right now, because Spirit is wanting you to go within, to spend time thinking about what is near and dear to your heart. What do you feel like your life purpose is? I am guiding you towards your divine life purpose. Whatever makes your heart joyful is what you're meant to be doing. So it's not about taking the job, right, that your parents wanted you to take, or that makes the most money, or whatever, right? It's about choosing a career, choosing how to make, your financial stability through what your heart is calling you to do. That's how you get your power back. When you're not following your path, the path is narrow. When you are following your path, you don't have spaghetti legs anymore. You're inspired, you're motivated, you're excited about getting up every day. Yeah, really lovely energy. And then you have Temperance on the bottom, understanding that, yeah. And then the King of Swords, your energy, and the World card. I feel like you're stepping into a new path because you realize maybe for some time you had the traditional job or the traditional life or the traditional relationship or whatever that might mean for you, right? And then it's kind of like, okay, this isn't working, right? I've lost my power because I'm not in my wheelhouse. I'm not in my heart. My heart is not in this. And it's about recognizing it is time to get back to your true life purpose. And that is what your heart is calling you to do. That is what your soul is calling you to do. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. And then here's your area of resistance or your obstacle. Put your creative energy into action. Archangel Gabriel joins me to spark your creativity, help you communicate your vision, and motivate you to create something beautiful. You really are Libra. You love beautiful things, right? It's kind of like, but it's about getting into the way that you feel is beautiful instead of trying to please everybody out there. It's about, okay, wait a minute. What do I really enjoy? What does my heart really want? That's when you're going to get inspired. That's when you're going to get motivated, because you are a special treasure and you can make money at it. Your treasure is your light, your love, your spiritual gifts, your talents, your creative abilities, the way that you communicate your ideas. That is your treasure. That is your life's purpose, right? You can make money. It's kind of like you feel like they're two separate things. No. Some of you may, let's go back to basketball, right? Maybe you really enjoy basketball, but you're kind of like, I can't make money with basketball, right? But so you're kind of like, well, I'm just going to have that as a hobby. I play basketball on the weekends, or, I play basketball. I get together with a group at the gym once or twice a week, right? I can't make money with something that I love. Okay. Well, it's time to put on the thinking cap, right? If you really love basketball, what is it that you love about basketball, and how can you share that with others? Maybe it is basketball that brings out that energy of working with others, co-creating, team sports, right? Maybe it's the energy of, understanding different strategies. Maybe it's about competing, but also being kind and gentle to each other, and not, being, nasty when you're playing with another team. There's other things in that basketball. It's a kind of like, what is the message? Maybe it isn't really just basketball. Maybe it's basketball brings up those feelings within you through your heart space, right? Those are the things that you really want to teach about. Teamwork. What does teamwork mean? Wow, I guarantee you there's a lot of people that could use more information about teamwork. Maybe you use basketball as a metaphor to help teach your ideas about teamwork or kindness or sharing or strategies, So I really love that energy. It's going back to something that you really love. If you're feeling at all kind of like, oh my goodness, lost or wobbly legs, like you have no choices, no power in your life, it's because you have just taken a path that has led you pretty far away from what your heart is truly desiring. Yeah. So here we go. It's kind of like this energy of, I'm going to do it my way, but it's really the energy of the traditional way, right? I don't want to step out of my comfort zone. I don't want to step out of the comfort zone of my family, and a tower moment. You're almost getting the information here. Beware, a tower could appear. It's time to get inspired. It's time to go in the direction that is really inspiring for you. And the tower can also represent that epiphany. It's kind of like, yes, I no longer can be in this dead-end job, this dead-end relationship, this dead-end situation. It's literally sucking the life out of your heart, out of your soul. And you're recognizing, I have got to get back to who I really am. What is at the center of me? So let's see what your advice is. You have the orphaned energy, recognizing. For some of you, I think your inner child is feeling very orphaned. You've gone in a direction that is very far from what your inner child is wanting. And your inner child is your soul, is your heart, is the center of you. For some of you, you may be so far removed from that inner child. It's about taking a look at, what do I really care about? Making a list of the top 3, 4, 5 things that you really care about, Libra, in your life. You can even stop this video. Make a list of 3 or 4 or 5 things. Not a lot, but, the things that really matter the most to you, And then ask yourself, Am I spending my time and my energy on those 5 things? Or am I spending my time and energy, chasing other things that really aren't in alignment with me? Is that material things, or, fulfilling the obligations other people think that I need to fill? It's kind of like taking back your power, stepping into this really powerful energy of what is important to me. What this is at the heart of it, right? What's at the heart of what I truly want in life? What is important to me? And then really protecting that. Yeah, because it says you're ready for more. Your career is growing and blossoming. Now's the time to make the changes you have been contemplating. For those of you that have been thinking about making a change, of going into something that's maybe closer and more in alignment with what your heart is truly desiring, or something that's more in alignment with what you wanted to do when you were a little kid, Yeah, you have the Ace of Pentacles, something coming in here. But you have to be open to receive it, right? This Ace of Pentacles isn't just going to pop in. You have to be willing to make the change. You have to be willing to be honest with yourself that you're not happy, that you're ready to step into your power, of stepping into what is important to me, and I'm protecting this, You could be in a job that really is very draining of your physical, mental, and emotional energy. Understanding, one of your top 4 or 5 priorities is your health. You're understanding this job is really affecting my health. Or maybe it's your family, and you're saying, wow, this job or this situation is pulling me away from my family. For some of you, it could even be like a pattern of behavior or a habit that you have. Or it could even be maybe even an addiction or something like that. And you're recognizing, oh my goodness, this has taken my power away from me. And it's time. The only way I can get back into my power is to first recognize what is stealing your power, right? I never really thought about that. It's really what is stealing your power, and then saying no to it, right? Yeah. It's your call. It is your call. And it's interesting because we have the King and the Queen of Wands here. It's almost like, I feel like for some of you, it's recognizing perhaps a relationship that you have in your life. It does not have to be romantic, but it could be. But recognizing how that person helps you to step into the power of wanting to be a better version of yourself. That's pretty incredible, because I feel like for some of you, you're recognizing that you've lost your power. And because of that, you may have also lost a relationship in your life. And now you're stepping back into the energy of, one of the things about that relationship is that I am a better version of myself. It could be somebody, they say that, that people that are married, happily married, let's put it that way, happily married or in a long-term committed relationship, that a lot of times they are healthier because they encourage each other to eat more healthy or to take care of themselves. They take care of each other. That could be also, you could be in a relationship with somebody that encourages you to not take care of yourself. For some of you, that could be it. You're recognizing, okay, I'm ready to work on something. I feel like you're getting some information, a little tidbit, a little offering from the universe or from somebody else. It's your choice. Are you going to take this? Are you going to step back into your power? Are you going to take this, this pentacle that's coming in, this offering? It's going to take work. It's not going to be easy. But by doing this, you are also stepping into this energy of taking back your power. For some of you, I feel like you are like, yes, I am ready to do this work, because you're tired of having spaghetti legs, right? You're tired of not having any options. For some of you, it could be maybe you're going back to school. You realize, whoa, I got some education, but it's not taking me in the direction I wanted to go in. I'm going back to school, getting some certification or something. I want to go in a different direction. For others of you, it's kind of like, yeah, I have to clean up my life. I want to eat healthier. I want to, exercise more. I want friends and family members that are in my life that support me in those choices. I really feel like it's almost like this judgment day, and it's kind of like, yeah, what's at the heart of it? What's in your heart? What is it that you have to say? Because I feel like for some of you, you could even, because of the Tower, you could have a little bit of a health crisis. Or you could have a health crisis with somebody that you love, somebody near and dear to you. And it's kind of like, yeah, wait a minute. I want to clean up. It's a little bit of, I want to clean up my own energy. I want to take back my power. I don't I don't want the junk food or whatever to the ice cream in the refrigerator, right? I just don't keep it in my house. I'll have to admit, Libra, because if it's in my house, it just calls to me. Whatever it is that we all have our vices, mine is ice cream and sugar. I just don't keep it in the house because otherwise it would be gone. It would be consumed. All right, let's take a look at your soul truth card. And Libra, I do personal readings, so if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do your reading for you. Where am I called to use my voice right now? Yeah, I feel like it is about embracing your life purpose and using your voice to help others, to share your light, your love, your wisdom that you have gained. You have a soul script that was written to be spoken. Your story matters, and it's time for you to share it with the world. Share your story with at least one person today. Be brave and speak your truth. Your voice will be the catalyst for healing of others. Now, Libra, when I was reading that, I think for some of you, there is this using your voice, right, to gain back your power, to say no, okay, to someone or to some situation or some pattern of behavior, something that has taken your power. It's time to use your voice to say no. And then I also feel like that in saying no, you claim back your power, and then you share that wisdom with others. You share how you overcame this obstacle. Wow, really powerful energy here, Libra. And we're getting ready to go into Aquarius season. So I feel like, Aquarius is all about healing, and you're expanding, you're seeing, it's almost kind of like, oh my goodness, I see how choices I have made in my life have narrowed this path for me, but I'm ready to take back my power. I want more options. I want more choices. Right? I want to step into an energy of expansion, not contraction. All right, I am going to wish you so much love and light on your journey. Thank you for being part of my journey and allowing me to be part of yours. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.